I'd like to first let everyone know, all our students and all of our partners know exactly who Dr. Jordan is. Could you please let us know who you are?
I am a person who is dedicated to the field of recovery, passionate about changing the world. I want to be at a different place by the time I die. I don't want our children's children to be talking about a war on drugs anymore.
And Dr. Jordan, could you please inform your students and your trainees and your partners of your education background?
So I have a bachelor's in sociology, and that actually gives me a perspective to see stuff from groups, understanding sociological differences, and that stuff you'll see bled in our text. My master's degree is in counseling and psychology, and the difference between psychology and counseling and sociology is that you get to focus on the individual. And so I have a group perspective and an individual perspective, and that you'll see in our text. The doctorate is in counseling and psychology. I did the dissertation with a focus on racial socialization. I wanted to understand why African American males graduated at a far less rate than any other group. And it wasn't because they were deficient, it's because we didn't have a system that was culturally responsive.
Dr. Jordan, could you please let us know the history of your foundation?
Yes. So Jpr Recovery actually started out in 2015. So right after the Freddie Gray riots, there was an uproar in the city of Baltimore, and the uproar was the unrest of the city. So even when the riots went away, you still had youth who were disengaged and unemployed. And some of them were also in need of recovery, whether it was reentry recovery or whether it was recovery from drugs and alcohol, various needs of recovery. We responded in joint effort with the Baltimore Alliance for Careers in Healthcare and launched our initial training in 2015. That was after I had been working in the field for over a decade in mental health, human services, and running recovery programs throughout the state. Jpr Recovery is a culturally responsive peer recovery workforce solution. We offer several products, from trainings to technical products to other solutions, assessments, technical assistance throughout the United States and abroad to build culturally responsive peer recovery workforces. So we have step-by-step models and tools and strategies that we can take to any peer recovery specialist, coach, navigator, and help them become culturally responsive.
How is Jordan Peer Recovery different than any other trainings out there?
So first, we are a one-stop shop. And so we have a training that instead of you taking 5 or 6 trainings, you can do all of the training that you need to do to get certified. That's the first piece. Saves money, saves time, and saves individuals' frustrations of the certification process. The second piece is that we actually own a proprietary model for building a culturally responsive peer recovery workforce. How we developed that product is that we brought subject matter experts in this field and in the field of mental health and brought them together at one table, and we developed a model that was designed to give people tools to be culturally responsive. Cultural responsiveness is different than cultural competency, because cultural competency says, okay, I'm an expert in your culture. There's not a such thing as being an expert in anyone's culture. What we intended to do and what we actually discovered is that you can teach people how to respond to various cultures. And so we actually built the steps, the strategies, the tools. We have flashcards. We have various online tools to support the development of those learning competencies for building a peer recovery workforce that's culturally responsive. The importance of that is, by definition, peers have to connect with other peers in order to get the rapport needed to build upon what we call an evidence-based practice, peer recovery. What peer recovery specialists and coaches and navigators and professionals do in general is they see eye to eye with individuals and walk them through their recovery journey. It's hard to do that when you're the person that's in need of recovery and you face an individual who by happenstance may not be culturally responsive, and by indication of some of the words they use, language they use, faces or responses, body language, things of that nature, that they respond to you, and how that response then triggers isms to you as an individual.
Dr. Jordan, how does Jordan Peer Recovery prepare individuals for the workforce?
So we actually have over an 80% placement rate. And what that means is that individuals that have gone through our program, in some cases we placed them ourselves. In other instances, we partnered with organizations who had competencies and specializations similar to ours. And then we work with them to make sure that these individuals were placed. Next piece that we offer is JOEL. So JOEL stands for Jordan Online Learning Exchange. So think about an encyclopedia of peer recovery, but all digital and all online. And the material has contributions from various sources, including some of our own writing team members who are all certified peers, but also individuals who were in various parts of recovery fields, not just the peer recovery pieces, but competencies that would benefit peer recovery coaches. All digital, all online. We offer it to members of our community. We also offer memberships, where you can pay an annual fee, and when you pay that annual fee, you get access to support your continuous education units, which are required once you get a certification. That for you to keep that certification, in most places you have to do a number of CEUs every 2 years or every year, it just depends on the board. So we offer that as a solution as well. Another piece that we do to support the workforce is that we actually offer something, or not just the peer recovery workforce, but recovery individuals in general, is that we offer something called Recovery on Demand, ROD. Recovery on Demand is actually a video library of various topics. You can type in a topic like sexual assault, or you can type in a topic like domestic violence, or you can type in a topic like reentry citizens, or you can type in a topic like opioid recovery, and what you'll get is a video of certified peer recovery specialists speaking to their recovery experiences. So it's the same thing that you would do in an office with a certified peer. They would share their story with you. There's power in their story, and there's tools that go with it. At the end of those videos, there are unique learning opportunities for the individual, so that you don't just walk away with hearing a story, but you're responding by doing a journal that we offer, a digital journal that you would work with, and it's interactive, so that it would give you feedback about what you should be doing to take some of those tools and implement them in your own recovery journey as it works for you.